So the reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to give you a look into my day. This is how I would say I saved my barber career. This is how I would say I improved my life dramatically. It's by being intentional with my time. I talk to a lot of people that say, oh, I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to make time for my family. I don't have time to, I'm working, I'm this and that. As a barber, our lives can get hectic. I know, I've been there. I've worked 12-hour days. I've worked 14-hour days. I've been called left and right and giving everybody my time except for me. And although it's great, especially when you're starting out, to say yes to things, there comes a point where saying yes too much will ultimately drain you. It's not always worth it. I'm married, 2 kids. For a long time, I put work in front of everything because I felt like I had to build my career. I felt like I had to say yes to everything. Because as a barber, one of the main questions people ask you, oh, who have you cut? Have you cut any celebrities? And because that's one of the main things that people ask, that's also one thing that people chase. And so there was a time where I was chasing every opportunity to cut whoever I could, just to say that I was doing it because it looks good on my resume, it looks good on paper, it looks good on social media. And that's a slippery slope. You don't want to go down that path of chasing. You want to be on the path of attracting. Once I shifted my mindset of attracting the life that I wanted, things got a little better. And like I said, not to say that they're perfect, but why should you listen to me? Why watch this video? Why should you, the aspiring barber, why should you watch this video? I think I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that I've been in a place where my barber career was going down the drain. I drank every day, smoked every day, partied, went out, like I said, chasing everything, chasing clients, chasing opportunities. I was 295 pounds and my health was declining rapidly. And not even rapidly, at first it was very slow. It was like 2 or 3 years, you wouldn't even tell. I was just a big guy, right? And then all of a sudden, my knees started hurting, my back started hurting, clients started, I don't want to say leaving, but let's just say I was broke, extremely broke. I've been in a place where I wasn't in control of my life. And my career was down, my health was down, you could say my family was down. And so the things that I'm going to show you today are things that have helped me turn a new leaf, a new chapter. This is how I make time for the things that are important in my life. When I did choose to take control of my life, I listed out 3 things that were important to me: family, my business, and my health. Those were my 3 pillars. And after naming those 3 pillars, I said, well, what does healthy look like? What does the family that I want look like? What does the business that I want look like? Wrote all that down, set some goals, set some intentions, and just started working. And so I can dive deeper into that, but that's not the purpose of this video. I just want to let you know that I made a list of what was important to me. And so that has stuck with me since then. And that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to give you a look into my personal life, give you a look into my business life, and then give you a look into a little bit of the family life. But those are my areas of focus, and I make sure I hit those every single day. Every day I spend time taking care of myself. Every day I spend time building my business, and every day I spend some time with the family. And those are my 3 most important things that I take care of. And I'm intentional with the time that I spend in those categories. Long story, but I want to give you a look inside how I balance personal and work life. So here we go. But first, I gotta get to the gym. Alrighty, so jiu-jitsu is done. Now we're headed to take care of the most important task of the day. I call this focus time. Whatever is considered the most important task for you, I love to schedule time to take care of it. And that way, at the end of the day, I know that at least one thing that I wanted to do that I thought that was important got done. I used to go straight to work, and then at the end of the day, I'm, wondering about, or when am I gonna have time to do this, or when am I gonna have time to do that? So, focus time has been the best time for me to do that. And it's usually about an hour, hour and a half maybe. If I have longer, that's great, but today, be about an hour and a half. Today's task list is I need to finish writing with YouTube and with my newsletter and my website. So I'm going to spend some time getting some writing done. Yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, hello. We are finishing up my focus hour. Just working on some products, working on some website stuff, and now we get ready to service the people. Part of being a hairstylist means the significant others gets the VIP treatment. Wife is gonna get a shampoo, condition, scalp massage, no cut right now. She don't let him take advantage of you. Don't let him take advantage of you. Even though she's taking advantage of me, of the magic hands. Whoa.
Yeah.
So she really needs a shampoo. I love what I do, and I don't mind pampering the business. Now it's time for what I call Dave's Daily Detach. Every day I take about an hour. Today's only 30 minutes because I chose to wash my wife's hair, but it's worth it. Happy wife, happy wife. That's it. I don't even like that phrase of happy wife, happy life, because it's mutual. It goes both ways. So back to Dave's Daily Deposit, or Dave's Daily Detach. Sorry, I do have daily deposits, but this is part of it. I take about an hour to detach, where I get a meditation in, some mindfulness, just have a break away from the madness, because talking to people can add up. And multiple conversations, people come in with their stuff, they come in with their baggage, they come in with their problems. Even if it's happy stuff, it's still energy, and it's still being transferred over to myself. It's being transferred to me. And so I take time to myself to recollect myself, to become present, to be silent, and it's worth it. I used to go all day, 12 hours, nonstop, just cutting,
eat in the back or eat during a break, and then get right back out to a client, and I get to the end of the day and I'll be slumped. So you gotta be, I keep going back to intentional. You gotta be intentional about your time. Take care of yourself, take care of your mind, because you're not a machine. You may be a machine when you're 18, 19, starting out, but as time goes on, it will start to add up. So Dave's Daily Detach, I take an hour. I take about 10, 15 minutes or so for a mindfulness meditation. Sometimes I use an app. I use the Chopra app, some books that I would recommend. Wherever you go, there you are. I'll leave a link. And Stress Less, Accomplish More. Those are both great books, both teaching about meditations that don't need electronics, apps, or anything like that. I do like the guided meditation sometimes because I get to put in my headphones. If I'm at work, I'll go to the back, I'll go to the car, I'll go outside, and I'll just put in the noise canceling headphones, throw on a guided meditation, and just hang out. And then I'll eat some food, try to not stare at my phone the whole break, and then I'll read something. So right now, today I'm reading The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, and this is a great book so far. That's about it. So I'll see you later on. All right, so we just wrapped up the evening. It's about 7:30. Today's Thursday, so it's time for some family time, which family time tonight is going to be date night. And schedules get crazy, schedules get busy, so instead of saying we don't have time for this or don't have time for that, we just make time. And so every week in the calendar, me and the wife put in date night. So sometimes it changes throughout the week, but it's always on the calendar, date night. Spend some quality time. Like I said, this whole day, this whole thing is being intentional. Be intentional with what you have as a priority. And for me, my family, my wife, they are a priority. So instead of giving them the short end of the stick, I have to be intentional. And so schedule that date night. It's a game changer, promise you. She will thank you. He will thank you, whatever. Yes, so on to that before I get in trouble. All right, familia. So, actually I'll scooch it back a little bit. So that was my day. Currently home after date night. Date night went well. We had some ramen. And now I spent a couple minutes, maybe about 15, 20 minutes, just decompressing. Right now I'm working on my hip flexors. They are terrible. So to tie it all back around, how do I balance life, work, as a barber? Be intentional. Be specific in what you want out of your career, what you want out of your life. What does a successful day for you look like? For me, this is a successful day. I was able to got to work on my passion projects, which are YouTube and my website and things like that. Spend time with the wife, spend time for myself, train my mind, train my body, and those are what's important to me. So for you, if you're a barber trying to figure out how to navigate through the busy lifestyle of a barber or a stylist, be specific in what you want out of life and what you want out of your career. Once you're specific, find out, just write down what the perfect day. That's not gonna work. One good exercise you can do as a barber or stylist, or hell, not even a barber or stylist watching this, just write out what the perfect day for you looks like. Imagine everything going right. If everything goes to plan, what does that perfect day look like? You can go big and imagine the perfect day where money's not an issue or anything, but then narrow it down to what the perfect day could look like based off of what you have right now. So if you're not driving a Bentley right now, don't say you're gonna drive a Bentley tomorrow. Just take a look around in your life and see if everything went correct for that day, what would that look like? And be intentional, be specific. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So I fully believe that you can check all the boxes that you want to hit. So these were my boxes. Thank you for coming along with me on the journey. If there's any other questions you have, drop them down below. Maybe I'll make another video. This is something that you guys like. I just want to try something out. Hope you can find some inspiration with this. And yeah, sign up for the Daily Deposits newsletter if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one.